to let the good times roll. Happy New Year, everybody. This is our first show in 2023, and we got, I don't know how long, probably 33. I think this is our 33rd year. Imagine that, 33 years. That's amazing. You guys were in high school when we first started this. Anyway, everybody good? Everybody have a good holiday?
Yes.
Yeah, good times, good times. Good. We got a nice show for you tonight. Got some friends of mine going to be up. I'm going to give you some really decent type of it's crossover stuff. That was their hit record, was a crossover song called Over the Rainbow, and we're talking about the dimensions. And we'll be there in a couple of seconds. No dancing tonight. We're not going to have any dancing. You guys probably danced their lives away during the holidays. I'm sure you're tired. So, but we have no room for dancing. So we eliminated the dancing tonight. So anyway, I just wanted to say hello to everybody, not only you, but we've got something like 80,000 people out there watching. So we'll say hello to everybody. And always the same questions I like to ask in the beginning of the show, and give people a chance to see what's been happening and what will be happening in and around our area, tri-state area. So if we have anybody out there can tell us where they've been and give us a little rundown on some of the shows they've seen. I know it's going to be rough during the holidays, but there may be something out there. Jimmy, you seem to be always the man about town,
Yeah, right. How you doing, Vito? Happy New Year.
Same to you, buddy.
We were over at Garvey's past week. I was there on the 16th of December, too. They opened up the back room, though, so now there's a lot of room, and we have a really good time there. They had Carlos Vasquez opened up, and then they had Ken Ryan, and a few other singers from the audience came up and sang. We had a good time. The food's not bad,
Good.
so we enjoyed it. Richie Santos was there. He sang a couple of songs. He's also going to be there this Saturday. If anybody's interested, they want to go. And he's also going to be at Z2 this Friday, I understand.
Oh, well,
All right?
yeah, we'll have.
That's about it.
Matter of fact, we'll have Richie bring it up now and give a little shout out of where he's going to be. Rich, where are you, Rich? Richie Santa.
He wants Richie first. What? You want to talk? No, he wants
There he is.
Richie.
Hi, Rich.
Hello there.
Reincarnated.
And I didn't pay him to say that, but like Jimmy just said, I'll be at Z2 on Friday, and Saturday at Garvey's in Monroe, New Jersey. Show starts at 7. It's not on. Not on. And I think we start at 7:30 at Z2 and 7 o'clock at Garvey's.
Good.
And that's about it for now.
Beautiful. Anybody else? Tell Sal to check that mic.
At the Lobster House, Carl will be singing there on March 5th. Who else is going? Oh, Carl and Pete, I'm sorry. At the Lobster House on Highland Boulevard,
Coming up.
March 5th. Talk louder? How much louder can I talk? At the Lobster House, March 5th, Carl and Pete will be appearing there. That's what I'm reading off this here. And 12 o'clock to 4 p.m. So if anybody's interested at the Lobster House, they got very good food.
That's Carl Marmo and Peter Lupa. Okay.
Good evening. Fair warning, you may not be seeing the dimensions tonight. Anyway, first of all, I know we missed last month, so I want to wish everybody in the studio and everybody watching at home a very happy and healthy New Year. A week ago Saturday, me and the gang were at La Focaccia restaurant out in Levittown. We saw Twin Golds, very good show out there. And yesterday in the same place, La Focaccia, who did we see yesterday? Just a joke. I'm sorry. Anyway, for my friend Joe LaRocco, we have a whole bunch of shows here for you. Saturday, February 11th, Valentine's Day show at the American Legion Hall, Broad Channel, Queens. Lineup is Bobby DeAndrea, John Scopoletti in the Reactions, the Tercells, and Mr. Elvis himself, Richie Santa. By the way, this Sunday at the Roadhouse, John Scopoletti is there with the Reactions. Okay, now Aunt Butchie's Staten Island, February 2nd. That's all Thursdays. Russ Martone does Frank Sinatra. February 9th, Tommy Rubino does different things. Bobby Darin, Four Seasons, Tom Jones. And February 16th, that man again, John Scopoletti. And boy, the same night, I don't know how he's going to be in two places at one time, Aunt Butchie's in Marlboro, New Jersey on Route 9. February, also Thursdays, February 2nd, Tommy Rubino again. February 9th, Bobby Valley. See, if he was anything special, he would have had Frankie Valley. But that's besides the point. February 16th, Anthony DiDio. And February 23rd, John Scopoletti. Something not right going on here. This guy's going to be pushing Billy Joel out of Madison Square Garden soon. Oh, okay. And last but not least, Friday, March 31st, back at Aunt Butchie's in Staten Island, Tommy Lynn, who does the Neil Diamond and other assorted things. Anyway, thank you very much. Have a nice evening.
That's great. Yeah, Tommy Lynn was here the last, I think, 2 months ago. Did a great job, Neil Diamond job. And of course, Richie does his Elvis job, and definitely probably one of the best Elvis acts that we've ever worked with. Did a great job.
I'd just like to say Happy New Year to everybody, and thank you all, really. It's been a good year so far. We had a lot of work coming up, and I thank everybody here. It's a great following, and Vito, thank you for all the publicity. God bless.
Do a great job too, John. Nice entertaining. You do a nice entertaining. Your selection of songs are great, and how could they not have a good time? You know. And Peter and Carl, this is the first time I think that the Lobster Joe is going to have entertainment there. So you know, probably going to have to be able to at least give it a shot. If you know any relatives or friends, you know, that want to go down. You know, usually when there's something going on a month or 3 months in advance, they start to hear it. The buzz starts going around. You know, but this is brand new out there, so try and get as many people as can probably stop down there. Not bad to get, you know, not to have a lobster and also to see Carl. That's not a bad thing, you know, and or I should say crab. Is it a crab and Carl? How's that work? Oh God! But the food is excellent. Number one, the atmosphere is great. And now you're going to have entertainment at the same time. So I think it's a winning combination. So, all right, and let's see, that's, anybody else? Anybody else been anywhere? Oh yeah, is that Joe? I feel like I'm in the exercise yard in Rikers Island here. Yeah, Joe, the rocket.
I want to wish you a happy New Year and a healthy New Year's.
Thank you.
To everybody. Besides all the shows that Mike mentioned that I have going on, there's another show coming on June 3rd or June 4th. It should be announced pretty soon. I'm setting up the headline now.
Good.
And that's about it.
All right.
Thank you.
Where is it going to be?
It might be at Ort St. Victor Church on Victory Boulevard.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going back to the church.
Good. Going back to church. Oh, God.
Hey, V. What's going on?
Okay.
I haven't been invited to your house lately, so I had to come here tonight.
There's probably a reason.
Anyway, my name's Nick. I'm with the Fireflies. And we're going to be playing at Westbury Music Fair February 11th in Long Island. Big joint. And then I'm moving over to the Hilton in Staten Island on March 24th. It's the only thing right now in the area.
Okay.
I know we're due to come to Count Basie in a couple of months, but I don't have a date on that yet. So
And
Thank
the rest of your dates are in Colorado and Arizona?
Pittsburgh, let's see, Pittsburgh, California, Florida. So other than that, nothing around here. Thanks.
That it? Anybody else? It's amazing. Nobody wants to follow Nikki. Look at that. Okay, all right. All right, that's, like I said, it's one of the things that I think it's a great thing for the music business. It's also a great thing for our friends, you know, to at least let them know where you're going to be. And that's how we keep the music alive. You know, it's, well, actually, that's how we keep the people alive. You know? I say it just so I know I'm alive, you know. But that, actually, we're going to be leaving. We're leaving out of, we got a cruise on the 11th. I'll be going out on the Wonder of the Seas, which is the largest ship in the fleet, actually in the country, probably the world. I don't know how far it goes, but I know it's about almost 8,500 people with the crew. There's 60 some odd hundred people on the ship, passengers, and then I think the crew is about 1,800. It's a city. I mean, you can't believe how big these ships are. You know, how big they are. Well, the one we did last time, and you know, matter of fact, Frank Jekyll's in the audience. Frank is one of the original founding members of the 1910 Fruit Gum Company. Frank has been singing with the Elegants now for what, about 2 years now? It's almost 2 years? No, right? Not counting COVID in between, whatever that was. But the thing is that we're going to be going out on the malt shop cruise in November, be another ship. And matter of fact, I'd like to give my condolences to the family. This unfortunately, the Gita, everybody knew the Gita with the heater, you know, and Jerry Blavitt, who was legendary came out of Philadelphia and been in this business for a long, long time. He was the MC of the malt shop cruise for years. He passed away right on National DJ Day. How incredible is that? You know, but a big Philadelphia icon. He was really, very, very heavily involved. Also did some of the PNC Art Center shows too. So my condolences to Jerry and to Jerry's family. And you know, it's an unfortunate thing, but you know, reaching the twilight part of our musical lives, and we're starting to lose a lot of the members of different groups and other artists. So, but as long as we're around, as long as you guys can get out there and see who's still working, there's a whole new breed of people starting to bring this music around. That's why I love to say these things. You know, when you get people like Richie and John, you know, and Peter and you know and Carl, and this is the opportunity for the music to continue. So when you get a chance to go out and see these people, you're actually continuing the legacies of the original people. So, look, we grew up with it. We went to high school with it. You know, we hung around the street corners and went to the sock hops and the dancers together. And to say that we're still doing it 60 years later, plus years. Little Star's 65 years this year, 65 years old. So, you know, yeah. So it's still a great feeling. We still enjoy doing it, and we enjoy the fact that you guys are still coming out. Well, anyway, if you can get the guys to come out from the green room, get them ready, you know, I think at this point we're gonna turn it over. Yeah, I can't see behind the cameras and everything, but but anyway, they've been friends of mine for, I like to say 100 years, because that's how close I feel, you know, to these people. We've worked together, we've hung out together, we've traveled together, we've shared green rooms together, dressing rooms together, buses together, and a lot of laughs together. So I want to put your hands together for the group that literally, ladies and gentlemen, the song Over the Rainbow, it was a classic. And this is the Dimensions, second generation Dimensions, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give a warm Staten Island welcome.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Let the Good Times Roll, Mr. Vito Picone. When you smiled at me, I heard a melody. It haunted me from the start. Something inside of me started a symphony, sing with the strings of my heart. Was like a breath of spring. I heard a robin sing about a nest in a bar. The way she seemed to be in perfect harmony, sing with the strings of my heart.
Your eyes made skies seem blue again. What else could I do again but keep repeating through again? I love you, I love you.
I still recall the thrill. I guess I always will. I hope we'll never, never depart. Here with your lips to mine, a rhapsody divine.
Sing with the strings of my heart.
Hey!
Your eyes made skies seem blue again. What else could I do again but keep repeating through again? I love you, I love you.
I still recall the thrill. I guess I always will. I hope we'll never depart. So put your lips to mine, a rhapsody divine. Sing with the strings, sing with the strings, sing with the strings of my heart. Thank you. This next song came out in 1962, and many people have said that they like it even better than Over the Rainbow. It's a beautiful ballad called My Foolish Heart. The scene is set for dreaming. Love's knocking at my door. With all of my heart, I'm reluctant to start, for we've been fooled before. The night is like a lovely tune. Beware, foolish heart. Sensation when you're lost in the magic of a kiss, magic of kiss. Your lips are much too close to mine. Beware, my foolish heart. But should I a dream that will fade and fall apart. It's love. This time it's love. My foolish heart. Thank you.
I'm supposed to take this one. We have had the great good fortune to sing with a lot of different people, share dressing rooms with a lot of different people. One of my favorites was Barbara Lewis, and this is one of my favorite songs, Make Me Your Baby. I'm gonna kiss you in a special way. Make me your baby. I'll find a way to please you every day. Make me your baby. Make me your baby. Kiss me, and maybe you will see. Paradise is waiting for you and me. If you make me your baby.
Make me your baby. Make me your baby.
You'll know a love no one has known before.
Make me your baby.
A love that we share forevermore.
When I'm your baby.
Make me your baby. Kiss me, and maybe you will see. Paradise is waiting for you and me. If you make me your baby.
Make me your baby. Make me your baby.
Oh,
Make me your baby.
please
Make me your baby.
Make me your baby. Kiss me, and maybe you will see. Paradise is waiting for you and me. If you make me your baby.
Make me your baby. Make me your baby.
Come on, please
Make me your baby. Make me your baby.
Come on, please
Make me your baby. Make me your baby.
All right, this next song was written by Conway Twitty. It sold something like 12 million records. It was a hit in 22 countries. And it was covered by the Dimensions on their Encore album. And we'd like to do it for you right now. People see us everywhere. They think you really care. But myself I can't deceive. I know it's only make-believe. My one and only prayer is that someday you'll care my hopes, my dreams come true. My one and only you. No one will ever know how much I love you so. My only prayer will be someday you'll care for me, but it's only made believe. My hopes, my dreams come true. My life I give for you. My heart a wedding ring. My all, my everything. My heart I can't control. You rule my very soul. My only prayer will be someday you'll care for me, but it's only made my one only prayer is that someday you'll care. My hopes, my dreams come true. My one and only you. No one will ever know how much I love you so. My prayers, my hopes, my dreams. You are my everything, but it's only made. It's only made. It's only made believe. Thank you.
Well, this is going to be the last song for us tonight. We hope to see you in the future, near future. And this song that we're doing now is made it possible for us to be here, anywhere else, any stage. It was written and put together by the choral singers, the original Dimensions, Lenny Dell, and the Herb Spice Orchestra put the music behind it. And we're proud that we're still doing it. And we really are going to dedicate this really to Lenny Dell. All right? It's called Over the Rainbow.
That's where you find me somewhere over the rainbow. if happy little bluebirds fly above the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I?
Thank you.
Nice job, everybody. Come and join me at the round table here. The nights and days of the round table.
Hello.
Go. Just clip them things
No problem, I got it.
with the mic facing me, that's all. I'm not going to help you. Not with your husband in the audience, anyway.
He might complain.
He will complain. I know him. Hey, everybody hooked up?
Yep.
Yes.
I think so.
Good.
I hope so.
Great job. Nice socks.
Yeah, he's got a uniform.
I thought he had a hole in his sock there for a minute.
He's got a uniform. That's a quarter.
That's it. That was that super sod I had this afternoon. I got terminal Hashida. Anyway, start from the left. Hello, where you from? How old you are? What you weigh? Everything.
Kevin Driscoll, and with the Dimensions now about 2 years, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. And come from Glendale, Queens. Grew up in Ridgewood, Queens. And anything else? Any other details you want? Or,
Done enough damage.
Social security number.
Yeah. Your bank number would. Your checking number would help. Oh, God. Hey, anyway, Robin.
I'm Robin Robert. I was born in New Jersey. However, I'm an Army brat, so I don't know where to say I'm from, but I live in Delaware now.
You don't know where?
I live in.
No, did you say you don't know where you were born?
I don't know where to say I'm from.
Oh. Well, where?
I lived in Oklahoma. I lived in Germany. I lived in Maryland. I lived in New Jersey for a while. I lived in Germany again, and then Oklahoma.
Nick, you got a question, Nick? Anything you want to ask them, Nikki?
Nikki.
No? Oh, I thought you wanted to ask them a question.
we don't answer Nick anyway.
Yeah, I do.
And I've been with the Dimensions 17 years.
Okay. Well, of course I know that because we
Yet-
worked together. Even though your best friend in the dressing room and the best singer had a different record than Little Star. I heard you sing it.
Well, we didn't share a dressing room.
Well, I'm sure you didn't share it with him either. Anyway, Tommy.
Hi, my name's Tom Clemente. I've been with the Dimensions. I reformed them with the original Dimensions, Lenny and Uncle Phil. And later on through the years, I also sang with Howie in California. And I'm proud to say I'm 30 years with them, and I'm having a ball. All right? I'm from Queens, Mashpee.
Actually, you did the show, I got to say, at least 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And that was with Lenny.
Lenny and
with
Howie.
Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil died before that.
Well, he was on the show.
But he wasn't on in California. He was in the last Westbury show we did.
Okay, but I do have him on my TV show.
Oh, yeah, he was with us, yes.
Yeah,
That was at the very beginning.
That's what I'm saying. I have the tape.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah.
Vinny Pizzo. I was born in Corona, Queens. And I lived there most of my life until I got married. Then we moved out to Nassau County, New Hyde Park.
Beautiful. A lot of friends in New Hyde Park. Yeah. Matter of fact, that's where Don K. Reed lived.
Yeah, right. That's right. 4 blocks from me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew Don well.
Sure. Yeah. What do you mean you knew Don well?
You did. You knew Don well.
I believed you the first time. Don't get nasty. I knew Don well.
Yeah, Charlie Marone. I was born in Brooklyn, Greenpoint. I'm living out in Seaford, Long Island. I've been with the Dimensions 18 years and help along with everything. Thank you. Thank you.
You know, the interesting thing with Over the Rainbow, I was maybe Little Star was probably out a year and a half, I think, prior to that, and I was doing some producing with Irving, you know, with
Herb Spice?
Yeah, with Herb Spice.
Yeah.
He owned Mohawk Records,
Right.
which was where the group recorded for Mohawk, and I was there. He was a concert violinist, and he did pretty much that whole, you know, rearranged the melody of the you know, of the song and so on and so forth. He was working with Lenny, and that's when I first met Lenny. You know, I was 18, and Lenny I think he was a year younger than me. I think that's when he was.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, and so you know, it was interesting to watch the record materialize from, you know, from the old, you know, Judy Garland song, you know, to becoming something as interesting as the arrangement was.
Right.
And a phenomenal hit, and it was a classy song, always class. Lenny remained a good friend for years, and miss him. You know,
so do we.
You know, just a sad situation, and he stayed in the industry for years. You know, he was a tremendous piano player too.
Oh yeah.
You know, excellent piano player.
Unbelievable.
But yeah, I'm gonna see if I find the old tape. I'll get a copy to you with.
That'd be great.
With you, Lenny.
I'd love to have that.
Uncle Phil. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got. You know, at my age, I've got tapes with the you know, Custer losing at the Bighorn. You know.
I want to see.
I got that attack. You know, it was right there. There were a couple of Italian guys in the, you know, in the army at that time cursing at Custer. You know, ma che cazzo sto facendo? Indians. Anyway, I know that we talked about it back there for a few seconds about some of the things that have happened over the years. I mean, there's some funny stories.
Yeah.
When you get people the same, pretty much our backgrounds are almost the same, no matter where you came from. You know, the group started started on a street corner, started here, and we started on the boardwalk in South Beach in Staten Island. But everybody had the same thing. One of the things I always say, Dion and the Belmonts, we never met in the beginning. They came from the Bronx. They have 4 Italian kids from the Bronx. We were 5 Italian guys from Staten Island. Never saw each other. When we finally went on the road together, the similarities in our families, in our neighborhoods, in our upbringing, was like we were brothers and sisters, you know, brothers. And the thing was that, to prove that point, the bridge in I Wonder Why and the bridge in Little Star ends the same way, and we never ever knew each other. When you hear wop, 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 you know, had nothing to do with, you know, with eight Italians. You know, but the thing is that, you know, where did this come from? And the same breakdown too. So it made us get that much closer. I always talk about Bobby Darin having his family had a summer bungalow in my old neighborhood, and every summer he would come down there and live there, and we'd get to know each other, and we'd hang out and talk about what it would be like if we ever had a record we all wanted to record. And Johnny Marshall's family was in Midland Beach, next beach over, and he would come over sometimes and hang out, and same thing from the Lower East Side. He would have the same type of background, same stories, how we started, where they got together, and never in a million years realizing that maybe 2 years later, we were all going to be on the charts around the same time. You know, Little Star was #1, Splish Splash was #3, and I think 16 Candles became number 8 or something like that. But it still amazes me today, and the fact that we can still remember the good times, still be adding good times to our present times, and still being able to sit down like this. It's the greatest feeling in the world.
Yeah.
I love it, and I want to thank you for making it, you know, and making today possible. Anyway, how'd you like them? Wasn't it great?
Thank you. Thank you.
You guys have a website or something that you want to share?
The Dimensions.com.
TheDimensions.com.
Yeah, it tells you where we're going to
Let me
be.
write that down.
Oh,
Tommy?
yeah.
And you know, spell check will change it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It is
yeah.
DEM,
Right,
not DIM.
That's the one thing I never understood.
And it is the Dimensions.
Yeah.
Blenny wanted to be different about it. That's how he put it.
Yeah, I would think so, because I never asked him about that, but,
Yeah.
you know, obviously DIM is the...
Yeah,
Right.
that was done on
Correct
purpose.
spelling,
He
yeah.
said
He did it purposely.
it had something to do with demo records.
Oh, maybe, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That was interesting. And, you know, it's like us, we tried to get .com. We couldn't get it with the elegance.com. So we had to settle for .net. theelegance.net.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, every time I tell somebody theelegance.net, they start writing theelegance.com. No, net. Oh, net, what's net? And the net, that's what you catch with fish, you know? You catch the fish with a net. Anyway, you know where you're going to be in the next...
Well, we got a lot of things coming up this year, you know, out in Jersey. We're doing the Count Basie Theater. We'll be in Eastern PA. I think that was State Theater, I think that is.
Oh, yeah, sure.
We have a couple things pending. Do a couple of private things also.
Beautiful.
We're trying to get it going again because after the pandemic, everything got a little messed up, you know.
Oh, we all did, didn't we?
And it's just starting to come back slowly, but it is coming back.
Yeah. You know, we thought that rest was going to be good.
Yeah.
Listen to this. I mean, the rest didn't help me. You know, I like to work constantly.
Yeah.
The more I work, the stronger I am.
Yeah.
They give me a couple of days off, or 2 years off with COVID.
Yeah, it was terrible.
You know? But by the 18th month, I was doing this. How was the trip?
Good.
Yeah, because it's usually around rush hour.
It was rush hour, yes.
Yeah, we got a little bit of traffic, usually by the bridges, you know.
Yeah. Well, the belt, did you come down the belt?
No, I came the other way. Yeah.
The iguana
I hit
surround BQE up
two
until the
bridges
bridge.
and then the tunnel, the battery tunnel.
Yeah. Battery, you went through?
Yeah.
Holy God.
Yeah.
Why don't you go over to Brooklyn Bridge?
I mean, I'm sure it took the side roads. I would have been better off.
Well,
could have rode here faster.
Yeah, but it's expensive too. You got to go through the you know, now to get on this island or get off this island, you don't go over the Verrazano Bridge. You got to leave your firstborn. You know,
I take a mortgage.
It's really ridiculous. And now they change it. Well, I remember when they changed it a couple of years ago, where there's only one-way tolls.
Yeah.
You know, and if you
so they hit you real good with that one way.
Well, you know, I'll give you a little background. You may or you may not know why, but in the bylaws, in the city bylaws and everything, you have to be able to get to City Hall without paying, because they give everybody the opportunity. People who can't afford to get to City Hall, if they have a problem, if they want, which is never going to work anyway when you get there, they're not going to listen to you. But you have to be able to get to City Hall without paying. You could never do that here because you had to pay to go over the bridge, you had to pay to come back. So they reversed it. They have this one-way tolls. You could go to City Hall now, it won't cost you 10 cents.
Yeah, we're getting
but
back.
You got to come home now, and they get you for the double toll.
Wow.
And that's how they beat the system.
That's pretty interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's how
A
they beat the
double-edged
system.
sword.
We got a lot of things on Staten Island that you didn't know about. Jimmy Hoffa's out here somewhere too.
You know where he is?
Yeah. I know he's in my backyard. That's why the tomatoes grow so good. You know? Yeah. I'll give you another piece of information for those of you that might not know. The Outer Bridge is not called the Outer Bridge because it's the outer part of the island. It was named after Mr. Outerbridge. That was his name.
Oh.
Did you know that?
No.
And you couldn't care less either,
I
right?
couldn't care less, no.
I live in Delaware.
There you go. I'm sure there wasn't a Mr. Bayonne, but the Bayonne Bridge is there. There was a Verrazano. That was he was the what they say the first guy that really discovered, you know, America.
Yeah.
You know, so. But anyway, what you know, you're in a situation basically like myself, with Little Star and with that. You got an hour to do. Sometimes you have to do an hour show.
Yeah.
So you have to find songs, obviously, that were recorded by other people. And this was a couple of them, other than
Right.
you know, the one that you did. But what are some of the songs that you sing in your set?
That's All You Gotta Do. I do.
Tear Fell, which was an
A
original?
Tear Fell, which is an original.
Goody.
Great song.
Stupid Cupid.
Who was that, Laverne Baker or no?
Yeah.
Laverne Baker, right? A Tear Fell? Yeah.
No, A Tear
No,
Fell
Tear
is
Fell is an original.
an original Dimensions.
Dimensions
Oh,
song.
really?
Yeah.
It was written by
Written
Marissa.
by Glennie and Marissa.
Oh, because there is a song called A Tear Fell that was recorded by either Laverne Baker or
Really?
or Ruth Brown. I forgot in 1956,
Yeah.
55.
Oh.
Yeah. And I think Teresa Brewer covered it. One of those people covered it. I gotta do. Anybody can Google that. You can throw that in the garbage too when you do that. I'm full of trivia.
Actually, we got quite a few songs. We have a good 30 songs that we could do.
Sure.
Yeah, we've done.
We never
done
get the
2 hour
chance to do,
shows.
but
Well, yeah,
we'd love to.
You know, it's not as easy as it used to be, and I praise a lot of the younger guys out there, or some of the guys that are working like that. But what they really did was they infiltrated, you know, the music industry. So now you've got, even though we've got people that are not singing anymore that have passed away, now there's these people that are actually working. So the buyers have a lot more choices, so it makes it a little difficult for some of the older acts to work too. But as long as, like I said, as long as it keeps the music alive, we're not gonna be around forever. You know, I mean,
Got to
so-
keep the music alive.
Absolutely. Remember Lenny used to say that? Lenny Coco used to say that all the time. We gotta keep the music alive. I said, Lenny, we gotta keep us alive. You know, we'll worry about the music later. And you also have the sound company, which I remember when you first put it together.
I don't do much sound anymore because, like you say, we're getting a little older, and it's hard work. It's a lot of bad work. I'd rather entertain. It's more fun, and it's what I like to do. But I like to do that more. But I still have it, and I do individual acts now. Like if Larry Chance calls me up, and he has a job, I'll do sound for him.
Right.
Or if Stan Ziska calls,
Right.
you know, whoever calls. We've done just about everybody you can think of.
Like I said, I remember.
I think we did some for Frank too, a while back. I think we did South End.
With the 1910 Hookah?
Yeah, with the 1910. Yeah, that was a lot of years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I had the agency, the booking agency. When you first got it together, I used to give you, quite a bit of work with it too.
Well, we were the first sound company for Mr. Simone when he had Staten Island High School.
The college, Staten Island College.
Yeah, we were here.
We
But
did
we went from like 120 jobs to like 15, 10, you know.
It's hard.
Changed. And everybody got in-house now. They have their own system set up.
And we had our own sound system. We would use it for the smaller jobs. But, Sonny's been with me 50 some odd years. And, he's not a guy, he was 23 when he came with me.
Yeah.
The guy's 75 years old now. And I can't have him lugging that stuff around. So, so we really, very rarely do we bring our own equipment on any of the smaller jobs. But, it's easy now. I like to go just pull up, sound check, go inside.
I'm getting a lot more of that work.
Yeah.
Because guys don't want to do it no more.
I know.
So I send Mike out with it.
Well, today's generation don't want to do nothing anymore. I really believe that. You can't give a job away anymore. They don't want to work, especially that they got spoiled during COVID. They're working outside the house or something like that, and they don't want to go back into the city anymore. So it's really nuts. And we had the opportunity at the CDs that you recorded. You did two CDs that you had?
We did 2 CDs with Lenny when we reformed, yes.
Yeah.
Encore and Beyond the Rainbow. Beyond the Rainbow was the first one.
Yeah, that one I remember. Do you sell that on your website?
Yes, we do. And it shows.
Okay. Is there a telephone number or anything that they can reach you at, or you'd rather just go straight to the...
if you go right to the website and leave a message for us, and we'll get back to you. Usually I'll give it to Carl, and Carl sends out the one. He's in charge of the merchandise.
Oh, good.
That's
he's in charge of the merchandise,
You trust him?
I better.
I better trust him.
Those guys out of Queens. Well, he wasn't from Queens. Where were you from, Royce? You said?
Ridgewood.
Ridgewood, Queens.
Yeah. Started on a street corner. 1960, I was about 14 years old. And you probably know John Williams, who sang with the Devotions for over 20 years, and he now sings first tenor with the Brooklyn Bridge.
Yeah.
Johnny and I started together on a street corner.
Wow.
And then we formed the Horizons, and then we had a record in Murray Decay's Record Review Board contest in 1964.
Wow.
And they put us in a contest with the Beatles.
So you lost.
That was the end of that.
Wow. Contest.
You think that's bad? My group, called the Iridescents, we came out with a couple of songs, and we went against the Singing Nun. True stories. We won the Sure Shot of the Week, but she got the hit.
Wow. Should have been a priest. Would have won, and you would have had a date besides. Anyway, Charlie, you're playing the guitar a long time.
It's about 7 years old.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen you without a guitar.
Yeah. It's always with me.
Look at those houses. You got about 30, 40.
Oh, yeah.
58.
58 guitars.
Well, you don't want to tell them where you
Don't
live.
tell my
You know
wife,
what's great about that? If
Tell
you
my
wear
wife.
this type of shirt, he gets that kind of a guitar. So
Yeah,
he does.
I
We wear
do.
red shirt, he gets good.
Great.
Yeah.
Got a secret
What
room.
the hell? What the hell color guitar do you have?
Yeah. It's gonna cost him a quarter. Mine is blue. They didn't have blue.
Let's see those socks.
3 minutes.
The, most guitar players do that. They love to collect guitars.
Yeah.
And it's not cheap.
Well, if I kept every one that I ever bought, we did the math of about 3 months, 126.
Oh my God. It's like cars.
Yeah.
I wish I had every car I ever owned. I had a new car every year. And I always wished that I would have had the older ones, the 57 olds.
The old ones are beautiful.
58 Bonneville convertible.
Yeah.
I wish I had those cars today. They're better than the crap that's out there.
Oh, it is. It is.
And now it's can't even get in the car. Can't even fit in the car anymore. I had a Cadillac CTS. I had it for 2 years. I had to go for therapy on my neck from getting in the car all the time. I
Really?
actually I damaged my neck. I had to go for the. And
You should have had a cop that would push your head down when you
yeah,
did it.
right. I should have mugged somebody, and the cop would have helped me get in the car. No, it was horrible getting in because of the aerodynamics of the new cars. So I really miss the old cars.
Yeah, me too.
Now you got to drive an SUV to be comfortable.
Yeah, yeah.
And the problem with the SUV, got plenty of headroom, plenty of leg room, but you got to step up to get into it.
Yes. Yeah.
Now that I can't step up anymore, I got the wrong car at the wrong time.
Into it.
Holy God. Anyway, it's first of all I want to I can't thank you enough. I know it's a Monday night. I know it's a trip. But I'm so glad you guys were able to
It's
make
worth it.
it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. too.
Thanks for
I can't
inviting
wait
us.
to,
Thank you. Thank them.
can't wait till we work together too.
Yeah.
Have some more laughs.
Yeah.
Have a good time. It's always that's the best part of the night. You sing up there for a half hour, whatever it is, but it's the 3 hours, the 4 hours in between where you get that camaraderie. You have a good time. So anyway, I want to first of all thank Country Donuts out there on Arthur Kill and Richmond Avenue. Always there for us every single time we do the show. We only need X amount of donuts. They triple what we need. We bring it, and there's never anything left. So they do so it's amazing. No thanks, I'm on a diet. No, I got sugar diabetes. No, I can't do this. I go home at night, there's 4 empty boxes. So they must have cats that eat donuts, I got to bring these jelly donuts home to my birds. And the other thing too is that we always talk about pizzas and so we've been changing places from different pieces, but
I kind of miss the cannolis.
Oh yeah, God. We used to have pastries brought backstage to us, at shows, and everybody would be eating our cannolis. Leave the records, eat the cannolis. And thanks Ciro's out there, always make the finest thin crust pizza on the island. Excellent pizza. Of course, the crew, guys make it happen every time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great crew. Our viewing audience out there, same thing. And definitely you guys, I want to thank you so much. Always there, loyal as could be. Best audience in the world. Thank you.
Oh, good night.